Hello everyone and welcome to another DroydTDR video. After hours, we're fighting Ayre.
I'm waiting at the closure station. Come to me, Raven.
And if you've been watching to this point, you know that we are going to fight Ayre. And if you watch this on stream, you saw we died many times. So I was doing this off air.
The ship's pretty roughed up.
And this is the final battle.
Autopilot's out. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
So here with Cinder Carla, she is flying this floating city
to you, tourist.
into the Xylem, which is sucking up all the coral and Rubicon or something.
You know, for a tourist, you've got a sense of humor. Good luck out there.
And here we go. So we land on the satellite.
Raven.
And this is where Ayre comes in.
I know you can still see it.
Now she's somehow connected to all the
voices of the coral.
all of the coral. It's like it's alive and she's part of it.
And yet you turned your back on our shared potential.
Yet somehow the decisions we made
Forever.
have led us to have to fight her. And it looks like we are on course to destroy all the coral. There she comes. This is a heck of a fight. I tell you, I had to practice this one about 20-30 times.
Raven,
Here we go.
I will stop you.
I know you will. About 20 or 30 times you will.
You will never burn Rubicon.
True enough. Or maybe we will.
Main system activating combat mode.
Alright, here we go. So I've got laser
I will
turrets
stop you.
on my shoulders because they will
Our shared resolve on
continue to attack her while I am dodging. So that's very useful. And I have a bubble gun in my left hand, and I've got, I think, a grenade launcher in my right. So anytime she gets staggered in a or a stationary spot, I try and use the grenade launcher. But she's very crafty minx. She does a lot of jumping and flipping and flopping and shooting. But this first phase, not too hard. I think it was like 3 or 4 phases. You just have to keep dodging. And if you've got something that's like a laser turret or something that's continually firing at her, then it's really useful, really helpful. Because she does do a lot of very quick movements. Now you got to watch for the sword. She's incredibly good with the sword. So whenever the sword comes up, if you move forward and dodge forward at the same time and kind of jump up over her, she tends to miss you.
You are strong.
All right, but then you get to the next phase and she comes flying at you, and you got to, of course, dodge over that. All right, now she does the 1, 2, 3, and then sword. All right, 1, 2, 3, and sword, and you can kind of jump over and start and fall. I don't know where she went. There she is. 3, sword, jump. So I started to get very good, not all the time, but many times, dodging the sword, which is the hardest part, I think, of... Oh, that was not a good one. But I did do my shield explosion, and that seemed to work and got her down halfway. So this
Spark of war.
this part, when she says Spark of War, you got to back up and then fly up, because she does these 2 side swords, and then she comes straight at you. So if you're way up in the air and then you're floating down and dodging when she does the 3rd hit, then that works out pretty well. And then you have to have enough energy to fly over all those guys and then dodge when she shines the beam at you. And now she's got all these tracking missiles, so you got to dodge, fly behind. Laser is super helpful in continuing to gnaw away. Whenever you see she does the two side swords, and then she comes flying at you. It's just some pattern you have to recognize. And let's see, here's another fly sword that I did not do very well. She knocked me down. Alright, she's going to end it. That means we're getting to phase 3. And I was able to use my exploding shield again, which was very useful. Now she's kind of in her final phase, which is hard as heck. And I don't think I've ever figured out a pattern per se here. It's just get the heck out of the way of the sword and keep making sure you're shooting your laser turrets. And when she's closer, it looks like she's frozen for a second. Then do the grenade launcher. Ready? Ready? Are we gonna grenade launch, or are we gonna just get it with the... Nope. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and it's gonna be sword? Nope. Grenade launcher. Whew. It was such a hard battle. Such a hard battle, and I'm barely still alive. So what happens after that? Ayre's down. The coral is floating away from the armored core. Oh no. Is she gone for good? Maybe. And now the whole satellite array is down. The defensive array is down. And here comes the Xylem. The big ship acting as the final bomb to the satellite defense system and the Xylem ship that's been sucking up the coral. Here we go. There it is. Boom. Now, you might wonder, how the heck are we going to get out of this place? Explosion like that. Well, I have no idea, but we're flying like mad. Fly like mad, little guy. Fly like mad. I don't know. Maybe it consumed us. Maybe we got away. Let us know in the comments below what you think happened. What's this?
There were no winners at the close of the Coral War.
Oh?
When the storm of fire finally faded, only the ashes of civilization remained.
The close of the war. So it's done?
Ruined and haunted, the corporations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration.
Uh-oh.
Rubicon was to be abandoned.
Oh my.
Left a dead planet forever.
Oh my.
Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars
Who?
vanished into the flames.
Oh, us.
Never to be heard from again.
Oh no.
Yet history would forever remember.
The pink cheerleader in an armored core.
The fires of Raven.
Or the fires of Raven. Oh my gosh. Everyone's going to remember us for the worst possible reason. So we destroyed Rubicon. Fires of Raven. Oh my gosh. And that's how it ends. That's one of the endings you can get. Now, as I understand it, now we're going to start our second playthrough, and we can take some different choices along the way and get a completely different story and different ending. And then the third time through, you get yet another ending. So, hope you'll join us in that journey. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.